Junkin Fool over here at Portville. Thanks for stopping by. Thumbs up, subscribe, and share. So anyway, I just did a video and I cut the ends off. I'm looking for my air chisel and the video didn't go through. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be a good video. So anyway, yeah, I cut them off with the Sawzall there. And I got to find my air chisel and I'll knock the noodles up. And there's the copper I got out of the 15 air conditioners. There ain't that much in there by the time it gets processed. Some of it's ready to go, but there's the coolers. And I ended up getting another rim out there that was froze. Got that in here and broke off the tire off it. So the one place I took the tin in out of the air conditioners yesterday just because I wanted to get out of the way so I could look around for my air chisel and some other stuff I can't find. I thought I'll just take that in. And it was 400 pounds. I did put a little bit around the yard to come up with that, but most of it was the air conditioner, shrouds, and covers and stuff. So that was 20 bucks. It's $100 a ton right now. And then got the sealed units and electric motors. Now I've cut some of these sealed units apart, great big ones, bigger than that one, and I think the most I ever got was 3 pounds of copper out of them. And at the time I weighed them, I think they were paying 20 cents a pound at one time. Well, I know they were paying more than that at one time. I was getting the same price of electric motors, which was close to 30 cents a pound. If I remember right, it was right around, I think it was 30 cents, maybe it was only 20. But anyway, I could actually get more from them taking them in whole than I could tearing them apart at one time. So it's kind of a gamble. You tear one apart and you weigh the copper, and then you say, okay, it was 10 cents a pound, and it's got quite a bit of steel there. You don't take a whole lot to be about really close to the same as what the copper you get out of them. But if you got a lot of time, you might gain that way, or if you just want to do it. But that's what I found. I've torn them apart a few different times, and it seems like I'm almost better off taking them in without cutting them apart. I took a big one apart, a couple big ones apart. I just wanted to see how much copper, and it was roughly 3 pounds in them. And a couple of them were really huge. Yeah, I used to take them in all the time, and then one time I took them in and they had an old car over there, and I said, where do you want me to put them? Because they dropped down the same price as tin. And I pretty much filled the inside of a car full of them, so it was a ton. I had over a ton of them at one time. But I think the price of light iron was up pretty good then too, so I still made out all right. But I think if I would have took them in when the price was up more. There's some smoke coming out of there. Don't want to smell that. Old wood stove. So this radiator is going to go to nice copper brass radiator. I like to have the air chisel to knock these ends off of these. I can probably do it with the Sawzall and pry them off. I used to set them right up on the old wood stove that I had, and I just let it get warm and that solder would melt, and I could just flip them ends off. So I got 3 of them, and them are generally going to be probably 75 cents a pound more than the AC coolers. ACRs or whatever you want to call them. What else we got? Them handles, them torch handles, I'd keep the gauges, but them handles might have to go. Brass. Got a couple 3 sets of torches around. I don't use them that much. This copper, got to go a little bit of brass in there. That's going to go in with our load. I would like to get a nice size load. Let's say, I don't know, kind of hard to get a big load nowadays unless I get into my steel. But I'd like to get at least a $500 load. These are going to be put in a pail or a box or something. Find a corner, set them probably for right now. Until I get the thing cleaned up where I can find my air chisel. And I got an aluminum baler for any new guys that don't know it. This is going outside. Just had that cylinder rebuilt. Or actually I rebuilt that cylinder. I just got the kit and put in it. And I'm going to bail up my aluminum, just hold off, see what happens with the market. Which I know it ain't going up anytime soon, but it don't cost nothing to leave it set here. And this threaded rod I got rigged up in there when I can't raise it up now. I mentioned this in another video or two, but because it hits, the cylinder comes up so far it hits my rafters and stuff up there. So I got to take it outside. I think I'm going to just leave it outside and open this space up. But I got this threaded rod hooked on there to draw that cylinder up. Can't really see in there too good. And I got it rigged up where the nuts are welded at the bottom. I can put the vice grips on them and run the air wrench at the top and pull that right up into place. But I can't do it till I get it outside. That's one of my projects. I want to get that out of there, and then I want to get some more space in here. And then I've got my big commercial scales. They weigh up to 5,000 pounds. I think I want to put them back in here for stuff like this, because I have found if you collect a bigger quantity, which I've had a lot more than this, I've taken these and just these by the heaped up truckload. Couldn't get any more on there, but I found if you get a lot in quantity and you call around the yards and you can tell them how many pounds you got, especially if they're getting ready to ship out, they tend to want to pay you a little bit more money, because even if they make a little less a pound, they have they don't have to store it and stack it and move it. So if you got a yard that, when they're ready to ship and you got, 100 rims or whatever, 20 rims, a lot of times they'll give you some more money. That's why I try to do it in quantity. They usually work with you a little bit. Almost all the yards will do it. That's been my experience. Some of them will say, nope, that's what we pay, but you don't know if you don't try. So this is the Junkin' Fool over here, Porterville. Going through the horde piles. I was over at the yard yesterday and they was crushing over there, and for example, years ago they were only paying $20 a ton, and if the crusher was there, they'd give you 25 or 30 a ton. Because that money was, they'd pay you today and they'd be collecting it back in the same load, hauling it in. We got to get this out of there. That'll go as 2 foot around here, which is probably 130, 140 a ton. I've got quite a bit of that around, quite a bit of it cut up out back. I'm going to pause this. I'll be right back. I am back. Well, it's July. It's about 90. Oh, wait a minute. I guess I didn't pause it that long. I got to see if this Chevy's going to start. Sometimes it's been giving me trouble in case I need it. Anybody think it's going to start? It's been started in a week or so. We'll let it run a while. Yeah, this is pretty rough back here. I got that other bed up there to put on it and just haven't got to it yet. That's another reason I need to clean my garage. Got to do a little patching on that. Could put that bed liner in it, but got to take that box out if I do that. And that box, the bolts are really rusty, and I got a leaky gas tank spout. I don't want to get in there and grind them or heat them or anything. I don't know really another good way to get them out of there, but get rid of some of that stuff in this area. Peeled a little bit of stuff out of here that went to the tin pile. That's the aluminum hood there. There's Don. See what else we can find out here. To get my copper in there. Got quite a few electric motors someplace in this mess. Back here. Oh! Yeah, it's someplace in here. I've got my fingers probably down in there. Man, I can smell that truck's putting on some gas. Yeah, there's some electric motors in there. Got some pretty good ones. Some of them bigger ones, I may even tear apart the small ones. It depends, but I think what do you get out of them small ones? A pound? Half a pound? So, half a pound, what? Yeah, maybe 80 cents. Which is probably better than scrapping it for 30 cents or 45 cents. Anyway, thanks for stopping by Poorville. Have a great day. Thumbs up, subscribe, share, and go find some junk. Bye-bye.